This is Lucy from the Lucy and Lauren Show, and I just wanted to give my feedback on some of the questions and like the people that needed advice on the recent Dear Buck, because I'm a very big fan. Yeah, the first one was Snickerdoodle, who has got the abusive parents, and this is just what I wanted to just tell her to get out, you know, get out of that situation. You don't deserve anything like that. No one does. Your mother's an idiot for leaving you, honestly, and she shouldn't have left you in the first place. She should come back to the country and face what she's done, because it's not your fault. It's her fault for what she's done, and she knew your dad was abusive, and yet she still left you. Well, and she knew that the person you were most likely going to go to was your dad. She knew that, and she'd left you. You know, he's abusing you mentally, and even though it's only mild at the moment, where it's just a little tap, and he's apologising, it's still physical abuse, and that'll just get further. People like this, they like to take things further, try and push their boundaries, and that's what he's trying to do with you. Find the boundary, and he's going to stick to it. He's going to keep getting worse unless you don't get out, okay? If you can't take it anymore, I would go to the police if it does get worse, right? If it doesn't, and you still can't take it, call child services, call a child line, you know. If you're in the States, I know I live in the UK, I know we've got Childline, which is what abused children can go to, and they can phone up and ask for advice from professionals, okay? Is there anywhere you can move it to? Can you move into a friend's house? Can you move in with another family, maybe your grandparents, if they're still alive or anything? And you need to find a way out before all the exits are gone, honestly, okay? That's Snickerdoodle. The next one was for Alex, and her thing was like, she's a lesbian, she came out in grade 6, and she is thinking of having a sex change. And I would say, if you think you're in the wrong body, in your heart of hearts, and you're sure you're meant to be a boy, get the sex change. But if you're having doubts, I would talk to somebody professional about it. You may just be a really big tomboy. You know, you may like manly stuff. I'm quite boyish myself, but I like to dress up. No, but I'm still quite tough and quite manly, and I can understand where you're coming from when it comes to that. Otherwise, if you are unsure, don't do it just yet. Make sure you're absolutely sure, because once you go through with the operation, there isn't turning back. You can't turn back. Not to what you are now. Yeah. That's my advice for that one. I think it's Alaba. Alaba. I don't know. And her problem was her ex-best friend's ex-boyfriend is she really likes him and she wants to go out with him. She's very sure that he likes her too. And she was thinking, is there a girl code? Do I have to ask her? Is there a problem with this? And I would say, hell no. Honestly, if you really like this guy and you think he likes you, I would say go for it. Honestly, if he really means that much to you and you want a relationship, and if you're sure he wants a relationship, then I would take the step further. If you are unsure, I would phone up and just tell her, look, I really like him, but I'm not sure. But if you want me to, if it's okay for me to, and I don't see why she would, because, you know, she's moved away. She obviously doesn't have feelings for him, because she would stay closer if she still had feelings for him. So I'm just saying, you know, she obviously doesn't love him anymore, and she's moved on, and he's obviously moved on too. I mean, it's been 2 years, definitely moved on. And the next one was Cindy, and her problem was the mean girls at school kept bullying her during PE, and I hate these girls so much. I had them at school. Everybody's met these girls at school. They're complete arseholes, excuse my French, but, you know, and I agree with Nancy. Honestly, don't take it. You know, I was bullied quite a bit, and I would say, you know, stand up for yourself. That's what I did. I stood up for myself. It got so bad, I got ganged up in I was left alone, or I got ganged up on, and I would just say, hang on a second, why are you doing this to me? What have I done? You know, what have I done to deserve this? Is it because I look a little bit different to you? Is it because I'm not the stick, thin, skinny blonde? Is that it? Is that what's your problem? I'm just not normal to you. Is this, you know, what's the point in bullying me if, you know, maybe you're just picking out on your own imperfections. Maybe you're just picking on me to make yourselves feel better. That's what I said. I also got in a couple of fights, and I wouldn't recommend that. Don't do that, because you'll probably get suspended, you know? Yeah. So just don't take it. You don't deserve something like that. Nobody deserves to be felt put down by things like that. It's not fair. And yeah, that's my advice for that one. The next one was Amber, right? And her problem was the prom date. Her friends asking her to the prom, and she's not sure if it's for a friend, as a friend, or as more than friends, and he wants more, and he likes her. And you know, she was scared about college, and they'd have to break up if it did go further. And I'm just saying, you know, take a step back and think about the situation, what he's done. When he asked her, he thought it through, gave her her favourite flowers and all this, made it very sweet. And why would a guy go through all that trouble if he didn't like a girl? You know, it's just as friends. You know, I got asked to my prom by a friend as friends. He was like, "Do you want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." You know, and we went to prom as friends. You know, but I think it was really sweet what he did, and that he probably did it because he does like you. And if it does go further and you do go on to college, you know, as the saying goes, distance makes the heart grow fonder. And, you know, you can write letters, phone him, you know, you've got web chat now where you can talk over webcam on Skype as well. You know, you can see each other during spring break, summer break, you know, winter as well. You can see him over Christmas. It's not like you'll never see each other during your 2 years at college or university or however long your course is, you know. And but if the relationship cannot take the strain of you two being apart, then there's no point in you being together. You know, it's best to just try it out than not have a go and regret not having a go because you're afraid of things. You know, I kind of take a very strong interest in my life. I like to, if there's an opportunity, I go for it. You know, there was an opportunity for me to go and climb mountains in Ecuador, and I did it, and I don't regret that. But I would have regretted it if I didn't go. You know, like my last boyfriend, I wasn't sure if we were going to work out, but I really liked him, so I jumped for it. I was like, right, I want to go out with you. It didn't work out. And then we were like, you know, let's just stay friends. This isn't working, and it wasn't. But it's best to try things and not regret it later than don't try things and regret it later. You know, just jump in. You know, it's just, what's the worst that could happen? Honestly, he could be, well, actually, he could be abusive, but I doubt it. If he's your friend and you really like each other, and I doubt he would be. And the next one was Miranda, who had the stalker friend on Facebook sending her, you know, things of a book. That was really creepy, and I'm just going to say 2 words, stalker alert! Honestly, you know, stalkers, they seem nice, they seem very kind, but he probably thinks that you're in love with him, right? And you just don't know it yet. You know, that's the thing with people like that. You know, he's sending you these things thinking that you like them, and you can't actually say face to face, and you can't see he can't see the body language, and he can't see, you know, you being upset by this because you never see him, right? And if you don't like it, then I would, you know, find him at school. Don't say anything over Facebook, because Facebook just makes things worse. Trust me, I know this. Yeah, Facebook is, you know, the root of all evil, causes breakups, gets people fired from jobs. Don't do it on Facebook. Instead, you know, go and find him at school. Make an effort to find him at school and say, right, talk to him face to face and say, look, I don't like this. Stop it. Okay, you're creeping me out, and you know, it's ruining my life. Honestly. And you know, it's just a decent thing, you know, just to say to him, stop. You know, I'll be friends with you, but if it does get too bad and it gets really creepy for you, just say, right, that's it. You know, block him on Facebook. Don't talk to him at school. Stay away from him, because he obviously wants more, and the more isn't the more you want. If you kind of get what I mean, you know. the more that he wants is like these sexual fantasies that he's writing down, and it's obviously not something that you want, and that's not something that you need, and it's basically stalking what he's doing, because it's just getting too bad. And that's all I have to say. That's my advice for those people who wrote into Buck. Yeah? That's all I've got to say on the matter. So I hope if you did see this, that you'd take my advice and it would be useful to you. But if not, you know, I'm like Buck. I'm no expert or anything like that. You know, I just say what I think you should do in the situation. Alright? So thank you for watching, and bye.